Looking for it on the fan phone. Alright, that'll work. Waiting for people to show up. Let's see. What's up, folks? Ain't been here in a minute. Let's see, I got Carmela Hernandez and Scarlett Carter. A chunk of beef. Beef cake. Damn, that's hot. Just move the crock pot out of the way. Set this shit on the dryer for now. Let's see. There's no little nobody here at the moment. She's on a fucking tirade doing her own thing. What's up, Robin Morgan? So that's a piece of beef. It's been in the crock pot for about 8 or 9 hours. Give or take. It just pulls apart with the fork. Yeah, kids do their own thing, and I'm letting her do her own thing at the moment. When she comes back around, but find out. Can't let myself get too worked up about it, otherwise I wouldn't sleep at night. Not sleep at night. So yeah, this piece of meat just fell apart, which is what it should do. It's a multi-stage process to make enchiladas, at least the way that I make them. What's up, Quiff? So we got a bowl of shredded meats. Well, it's not quite dinner yet. I gotta turn it into dinner. Shredded beef. Can of petite diced tomatoes, green chilies. Next ingredient. That shit up. The tomatoes are going to produce liquid, so got to reduce it down a little bit. Let it cook for a while. There's going to be more than enough to make enchiladas out of that, which tomorrow night, yeah, we got nachos. Green chili enchilada sauce. However, I gotta cut some shit, so we'll see. Boy. Does anybody else find it amazing that a corn tortilla is fucking gluten-free? Fucking 10 years ago, nobody gave a shit about gluten. Now all of a sudden it's a fucking selling point that idiots use to buy their food. Glad you guys didn't get too much damage from the hurricane. Now, we didn't get any damage. I still got that fucking tree hanging over my bedroom though, which is a problem. Ain't got there yet. We shall see. Shall see. La 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 la. Hello there, Sherry Brossett. Just thought I would stop and say hi. Got an auction to go to. Well, that sounds like way more fucking fun than what I got going on this evening. I'd love to go to an auction. Find some junk. Seeing as we haven't been dumpster diving in quite some time, I'm at a shortage of junk of late. And when I don't have junk, I feel like I'm missing something, man. Like I'm missing having junk. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I got my own junk, but I'm missing having junk. Anyway, it's a poblano pepper that I'm cutting and taking what little bit of seeds out of it. All the overstock items, it should be fun. Fuck yeah, it sounds like, I wish there was something like that around here. We got an auction house here in the Charleston area, but it's fucking bullshit. Like, it's not good stuff. It's fucking trash. And when I say trash, like I find better things in that place's trash can than I ever have inside. I don't know if there's dumpster diving in the future for me, Sherry. It's a, I don't know, man. It's a cycle that you got to get into, and I don't have anywhere to take it, so I feel like an asshole. You know, if I go out and find stuff and I don't have anywhere to take it, which I guess we could figure out a way to take it all to North Carolina to the people who got hammered by that hurricane, but the old dumpster wagon's running a little rough of late. And I got an appointment to have it looked at on Sunday morning, so we will see. I don't know. I don't even know how hot this pepper is. Let's see. Not hot at all. Okay, that works. This little fucker here is going to be hot, though, to avoid the seeds. Problem is, though, is I actually looked earlier at the diabetes dumpster. I went to the grocery store, and then I swung around the back side of the CVS there, and the diabetes dumpster didn't have, I don't know, it fucking stunk, and there was nothing but boxes and displays in it. I feel like if we went out dumpster diving again, we would have to learn how to do it again. And I haven't been in the best shape mentally of late. I haven't not had the kid around for a while. Kind of fucks with my head a bit. Puts me in a bad spot mentally. Well, we'll see. rid of the seeds. See, there's 20 people here. Ain't nobody talking. Hence the fact that I don't do live videos anymore. I come here, none of you fuckers talk. Do regular videos anymore because I get like 17 goddamn thumbs down for my video when I do it. Doesn't matter what the fuck I do, the haters are out there, and I understand if the haters are hating, you need to get some more haters. But yeah, fuck all you people that give me the thumbs down on my videos. It's 6 likes. Come on, folks. Has not called me, no. Just trying to sit back and let time play itself out and do whatever the fuck it's gonna do. Can't force a kid to do anything, especially not in the era that we live in. It is beef enchiladas. That right there is what's going into my enchiladas. It's a chunk of beef that I cooked in the crock pot all day. Green sauce. Green sauce enchiladas. The green sauce that I have is definitely not my favorite green sauce by any stretch of the imagination. There's actually a restaurant in Phoenix, Arizona, where I used to live, that makes enchilada sauce that I used to be able to buy in the store when I lived there. That's phenomenal. But you look it up online, and that shit's like $30 for 6 boxes, or for 6 cans delivered, and I'm not spending. It's not cost effective to cook like that. I cook whatever's cheap and easy. Well, it depends on the red sauce or the green sauce. It isn't particularly spicy. You just have to find one that isn't spicy. That's all. It's not, as they say on Trailer Park Boys, it isn't rocket appliances. Not rocket appliances. That's what it's doing for a while. Now, this is some shit. My grandmother, bless her heart, who is 80, let me think about this. She was born in May of 34, so that makes her 84 years old. I don't remember if it was last year or the year before. She flew back to Arizona because we were having a hurricane. Matthew or Ike or Irma or some shit. And she thought because she went to Arizona that she would pick me up some enchilada sauce. And where did she go to pick me up enchilada sauce? Fucking Walmart. The same shit they sell here in South Carolina. So, and again, bless her heart, she had good intentions. And she was so proud of herself when she brought that fucking enchilada sauce home from Arizona, because she had bought enchilada sauce in Arizona. I didn't have the heart to tell her, like, ah, Grandma, it's the same shit you can buy at Walmart here. She's a sweetheart. We've got some bread here that Grandma made. It's some sort of zucchini bread, or I don't know. I gave some of that to Bubbles the other day. She made like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 loaves of it or something. She tried, and I'm just now getting to the point where I'm using the last of it because she put like 10 cans of this shit in her suitcase. So I've been green enchilada sauce from Walmart for fucking years. Now this here, I mean, this shit's fully shredded, it's good to go, but I like it to cook with the tomatoes and the peppers for a while, like in the pan, until it's dry again. That is, you could eat this shit with a spoon, just how it is, eat it with a fork, whatever, because it is absolutely divine, that shit is. Oh, let's see. Some shredded cheese out of the fridge. 24 people watching, ain't nobody talking. Ain't nobody talking. I sure ain't gonna be nobody talking to myself. I did. I seasoned the meat with this Zatarain's Creole seasoning. I just sprinkled it on the top of it before I put it in the crock pot, and I left it on low from about 6:30 this morning, give or take. What's up, Rhonda Boggs? How am I fixed for Cajun seasonings? Do I send a care package? Well, you can always send whatever you want to my P.O. box. But I got some Slap Yo Mama and some Zatarain's Creole. However, this Zatarain's Creole came from something interesting that the wife and I did this week. We flipped a Airbnb for somebody on Sunday night and Monday morning. It's not something that we've ever done before, but we found an ad on Craigslist for somebody who wanted somebody to flip an Airbnb, so we went and flipped an Airbnb. And much like dumpster diving, we came out with all kinds of shit to eat, because people left behind like 5 or 6 cases of water and fucking shampoo, olive oil, seasonings. I mean, we came out with a bunch of stuff. That's where that Zatarain's Creole seasoning came from. How is Rhonda Boggs doing today? I'm still waiting on the wife to send me a message that she has left school, at which time it's an hour. So I guess I'm a bit ahead of myself with doing this, because this only is going to take about another 5 or 10 minutes to make sure the peppers are cooked, and then assemble the enchiladas. But we'll see. Yeah, we cleaned it out. I'm doing all right, Rhonda. We had to, you know, do a deep clean on the house. Excuse me. Change all the sheets, all the linens, all that happy horse shit. And it was somewhere right here in the neighborhood. It literally took the wife and I an hour and a half, and it paid $100. And I couldn't complain. Couldn't complain about it at that point. That was $100 for an hour worth of time where we would have sat. That's probably the wife right there. Yes, it is. Leaving. Happy filming, she says. It was funny, when I did this waiting on the hurricane, there was 100 people here. Get back in the kitchen, there's only 25. Come on. Look at that shit. Oh. So what I'm going to start with here, put some green sauce in the bottom of the pan. Hate to clean up after the hurricane. You just don't seem to get stuff cleaned up. Well, you can almost smell it from there. All right. My husband and I are flipping a house. We're flipping is redoing flooring. Yeah, well, my house needs all of the above. I live in a fucking dump, but yeah. Hate to clean up. Let's see. I'll put some of this on the top of it. If you haven't yet, check the tomato section in your grocery store for salsa. Oftentimes the salsa you get in the can is better than the salsas you get in the jar, and it costs like a third the price. This shit's like 66 cents a can or something for salsa. Dang trees, all the debris and crap. Yeah, I'd have been happy if we'd have gotten some sort of fucking storm damage that I could have went and cleaned up. Like, we didn't get shit here. I'd have to drive like 4 hours up the road to find something to clean up. But, you know, over here feeling like a fat guy with a big old gut and all this hair. Good there. Lucky to be alive for sure. Yeah, well, I was hoping that, I mean, I spent an entire fucking week, man, prepping for the storm, and we didn't get shit. I'm wrapping them in Mission white corn tortillas because the yellow corn tortillas break apart. The white corn tortillas have a similar consistency to a flour tortilla. They're less likely to rip apart when you're doing it. I mean, they're still kind of stiff. There is a little Mexican market that we can go to on Saturday mornings, where there's a little Mexican lady who sits in the parking lot and sells fresh tortillas, but it's about 20 miles up the road, so we don't do that. If we happen to be in that neck of the woods, then so be it. But it's been a while since we've been up there and bought some of that lady's tortillas. And unless you've ever had a hand-pounded tortilla that a little Mexican woman has made, you don't know what you're missing. Desiree and Brian, greets from the Netherlands. And yes, I've been battling a chest cold for 2 weeks. Tells people I can cook when I got a chubby belly. Well, I need to lose about 25 pounds to be quite honest with you, but one day at a time. Like the beginning of a Johnny Cash song. I took it one day at a time. And your mother screwed for a dime. Right? I've gained 30 pounds since I got married. You know, I've kind of plateaued. Nobody's travel recipe book. I'd buy it. That's funny. Much like the t-shirts, I'd probably only sell 12 copies. And I would probably find a company that would rip me off in the process. Much like the t-shirt company that told me they were going to pay me for the shirts that the guys on this you guys on this channel bought, and they gave me a fucking $1. Let's see. You're lucky you're not where I'm currently at. Work every other Friday. Sweet Mexican ladies bring in fresh tortillas. Yeah, fresh tortillas are the fucking shit, man. You get some little like 4'7" Mexican lady to make you some tortillas, man. You ain't got a clue about tortillas until you get some shit like that, man. They're so good. the question there would be Jennifer Kozlowski, even though I know that you're not a Kozlowski, it's like Klazlowski. Where are you at that sucks so bad? Oven's at 350. Where are you at that it's so shitty? It's funny. Little difference between my wife and I. You know how these bags have a little tear thing on them and you just tear the top of it off? My wife insists on cutting it with the scissors. I make fun of her for that. Then again, she cuts bacon before she fries it, and I make fun of her for that too. It's all fun and games. I'm at a care center for a procedure in your butt. Well, yeah, I'm thankful to not be anywhere where somebody's getting ready to cut my asshole open. That's nope. Not a fucking chance. The day comes where somebody's got to cut open my asshole, I would yeah, no, I'd prefer somebody would just shoot me in the face ahead of time. Lasagna for supper. All right. Call this Mexican lasagna. It's quite tasty. Yeah, no. Not letting anybody near my asshole with a knife. They can kindly go fuck themselves. One more and then two more. And the rest of this meat gets made into nachos tomorrow night, which is that's a favorite of the wife. My nachos. I make some pretty goddamn good nachos though, if I might toot my horn myself. Didn't want to suffer any more pain. Their food is better than a hospital for sure. Oh, I'll have to take your word for it. I don't like eating food that other people prepare. To be honest with you, I don't really like even eating food that my wife prepares unless it's like a grilled cheese sandwich. But it is neither here nor there. She does make a good grilled cheese sandwich though. I will give her that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, there'll be 8 of them in here, which leaves me with 2 tortillas. I lost 11 pounds in 5 weeks. Well, that was the whole thing that got my bike ride going, is that I wanted to lose 25 pounds before I turned 35, and now I'm 36. But I lost like 19 pounds in and amongst my bike riding ventures, but it found its way right back to me, I'll tell you that much. Hardest part about losing weight is keeping it gone. It always seems to find its way home. Gripped on you're a heavy gal, not easy to lose weight. Well, it's, I mean, losing weight is a mathematical equation. You have to burn more calories than you consume, and burning more calories than you consume is oftentimes a mathematical equation that doesn't seem to add up right. But it's whatever it is. Oh, green enchilada sauce. I mean, the dynamics of losing weight are simple. It's just a matter of actually doing it. I mean, putting your body through the changes, and like once you it's not something that you do without making a lifestyle change. And I understand that I didn't make a fucking lifestyle change. And I just started riding a bicycle for days and days and days and weeks on fucking end. And, you know, it burned off. But then when I stopped riding the bicycle, it all came back because I didn't change what it was I was eating. So that's, like, once you make the decision to lose weight, you have to make a decision to change your entire life. You know, and that's hard to do because we are creatures of habit. Let's see. Just made apple sausage and a baked potato. That sounds tasty. I have 5 of the chopper bikes like yours. We got them for Christmas one year, the whole family. Well, do you have any 3-speeds? Would be the question, because the 3-speed version of that bike is worth quite a bit of money. Land whales ain't. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, Special Ed Andrew, but please try to be sensitive to people who are large and need to lose weight, and call them land whales, please. However, I feel like that. Well, there's a lady that works at the gas station on the corner that I call the land whale. However, her fucking personality has caused me to call her a fucking land whale, because she is a goddamn cunt of a woman. But, that 3-speed bike's probably worth about $600, Shelly. There's a page on Facebook that you can follow. That's the motorized OCC choppers, and then there's regular OCC choppers, and there's an entire group of people that, like, if you ever need to come up on a few $100, that 3-speed bike, somebody will give you $500 or $600 for it, without even batting a fucking eye. I mean, literally, they're worth every last penny of it. Now, what I was getting at is the woman that we call the land whale that works at the gas station at the end of the street is an absolute fucking cunt of a woman. You know, it's one thing to be 6 foot tall and 300 pounds. It's another thing to be a miserable fucking cunt. And I mean, she's 86'd Ricky out of the gas station, and she's, dude, I don't even know. She's the worst individual I've ever had to deal with. And when I see her car in the parking lot, I go to the gas station up the street. This is store brand canned salsa. Just sprinkle it over the top. A little bit here, a little bit there. Going to put this in the oven at 350. About 45 minutes, give or take. Until the cheese is melted and what have you. Let's see. Jerry K, you speak so down to earth and tell it like it is. That's one reason why I really think you're awesome. Well, thank you, Jerry. I exercise a lot more in the fall. It's too hot. Yeah, no, I agree, man. Even you spend 10 minutes outside right now, and I got to replace my shirt. She don't be on her feet that long, so she is a biatch. Now, I work out in this shit. You know, being a fucking landscaper. Last couple of days I spent, oh, hello, bitch kitty. 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 I spent the last 2 days working on the truck, doing wheel bearings and shit. That was no fun at all. Alright, so this little bit of leftover shredded deliciousness will be nachos tomorrow night. Pooty, pooty, pooty. Oh, kitty. Come here. I'm done cooking. Everything's put away, so I can touch you. I have to wash my hands again. You say hi to the camera, kitty? Look, right there. She's got no grasp. And that is the bitch kitty right there. Now I'm gonna wash my hands because I touched a kitty. Can't touch food. Kitty, you're moving the tripod. What are you doing? Camera angles brought to you by Bitch Kitty. That's funny. She's rubbing herself on the tripod. Kitty, you're messing with the camera angle. I wish I could have another cat, but 2 of my grandkids have allergies real bad. Well, tell your grandkids to stop being pussies and get a cat. You know? I don't mean to be a dick, but stop being little pussies. My dad was foreman in construction outside in Florida. Yeah, I got not a fucking clue. I was having this conversation the other night with the wife about that. I don't know how the fuck I ever worked a full-time landscaping job. Like when I worked for somebody else and I worked 40 hours a week, like punching the clock for somebody else. I don't know how the fuck I did that. Because I couldn't do it now. I spend 3.5, 4 hours outside and you know, I go through 3 shirts. Yeah. Good time. Says nobody ever, right? Let's see, I gotta bring out the lettuce. Didn't think about telling them that. Like hotter each year. It seems, I mean, like the older I get. I mean, when I moved here to Charleston, I was, let me think about this. I was 28 or 29 when I moved to Charleston, and it's like progressively every year it just seems to get worse and worse and worse. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. You know, maybe it's just me. You know, I'm not a believer in climate change or global warming, or I'm a believer that the weather is going to do whatever the fuck the weather is going to do. I mean, it's going to get hot, it's going to storm, and then it's going to get cold, and it's going to storm. But no, I feel like it's, yeah, every year it gets worse and worse to deal with. I was actually having that conversation the other day with Ricky while he was sitting in my backyard. Here's a funny story. I had poured a beer into, not this cup, but a very similar cup. I had poured half of a tall can of beer into one of these cups, and I had a fly flying around in my living room, and it immediately flew into the cup. So I set it on the counter. I was like, you watch, to my wife, that I'll bet you Ricky will drink that. He came by the next morning knocking on the door when I was loading up my equipment into the truck, asked me if I had something to drink, and I said, well, I got half a drink in a cup on the counter that has a fly in it. I'll drink it, I ain't got no money. I poured it out of the permanent cup that I have into the, I gave him a disposable cup, and he drank a drink that had a fly in it overnight. Just stuck his fingers in it and threw it out. It was the, gross. Well, Rhonda, I'm sure it was that hot when you were younger, but the older you get, the harder it is to deal with it. Welcome back, Special Ed Andrew. So I ain't got shit to do now that that's in the oven for about 30 to 40 minutes. Do I take you out in the backyard, or do we go to the living room, folks? There's the $1 million question. know who I'm trying to kid. I don't need that lettuce or anything. Put it on the enchiladas, but it's better without it. Working delivery pizzas. Glass of iced tea. Yeah, well. Heat and humidity can bother anyone, little babies and elders too. The decision is yours to make. How's that tree? That tree is still fucking hanging out. Ain't done shit to it. I'm gonna go get something to put on my feet. I think we'll go out in the backyard. Alright, let's see how I can do this eloquently here. The other flip-flops I couldn't find are sitting on the floor. Imagine that. Hello, fuckers. I'm gonna set this somewhere. Give me 2 seconds to grab the fan phone, and I will come back. Alright. I dripped on the phone twice. My backyard sucks. You don't want a backyard like mine. My backyard is full of trees that'll fall on your head at any given time. You don't want a backyard like mine. The whole no winters thing means that we don't get a fucking winter. And it's like 90 degrees year round. It sucks. It's gully and uneven ground and a creek behind it. Well, can you potentially fish in that creek? I mean, I don't know. I can't fucking stand it here in South Carolina, but I live here, so it's what it is. People throw deer hides in it. That's fucking gross. That's really gross. I'll move this a little bit closer. Ugh. Nice and breezy out here tonight, or this evening I should say. It's not quite night yet. One thing about living in Indiana, we get all the seasons. Yeah, no, we get like 3 weeks of winter here. Otherwise it's fucking 75 to 90 degrees the rest of the year. It's terrible. Must be nice. You'd think it's nice until you got a workout in it, and you spend 15 minutes outside and you need a new shirt because you've sweat through your shirt. Sucks. Go to the coast to fish or up in Jackson to the reservoir. I don't make gravy because my mashed potatoes are good enough that I don't need to slather them with gravy. I like sausage gravy, but I don't like brown gravy at all. So no. Big dog. My neighbors have a huge Rottweiler. I can hear it. 6 grandsons, and 3 of them are my fishermen and hunters. Fair enough. I don't fish because I don't eat fish, and I don't hunt because I prefer to buy my meat at the store and be disconnected from it. But yeah, my mom bought me 44 pounds of chicken and run out of ideas of what to make with it. Well, go watch Forrest Gump, listen to Bubba. He'll tell you a bunch of things to do with shrimp. You can do all that shit with chicken. Not entirely sure why the fuck your mom would buy you 44 pounds of chicken, but hey. Yeah. Got a headache knocking on my door. Not excited about it. Kitty. I hate fish and I raise my own beef and chicken for the eggs. Fair enough. Spanish chicken and tetrazzini. Oh, come here. How's the bitch kitty? Let's see it, kitty. She's a bizarre little animal, I'll tell you that much. Strange little kitty. Chicken tacos, yeah. I make all kinds of shit with chicken. Kitty. She can be a beautiful cat all you want, but she's always got a dingleberry, and it's gross. It is gross. Well, I think for now that's probably going to do it. Not a real active chat. So I'm going to end it here. Yeehaw.